Do you feel that Trump is playing whack-a-mole with you? Sort of lure you out of your hole, then bash you fecking right down again. That's kind of how I'm starting to feel. Or maybe there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and you go to the end of the tunnel and you realise that that light is radiation or something shit like that, something really, really feckin' bad. It's shit, right? And with everything that's going on, it's a dire situation for the US economy, which means it'll be a dire situation for absolutely every economy. Now, 280,000 jobs lost there were because of Doge. 287,000 jobs just wiped off. And now he's doing his purge again with the furloughed workers, and like you say, because of shutdown and government. Another shitload of jobs lost. All those people, they have needs and requirements. They need to spend money to survive, because, a lot of people these days don't do things for themselves. They expect everyone else to do them for them, like growing food. It's kind of how it is these days, unfortunately. So there's no safety net. Now, for me, because I grow my own food and what have you, that's kind of our safety net. I know if, for instance, we have an apocalypse, I know that I can go into my garden and munch on a carrot or something, There's food. We've done a lot of canning and other preserves and stuff like that. So we know that we'd be okay-ish. Eventually it'd run out. 2 or 3 years maybe. But meantime, you're topping it up all the while, aren't you? It's just what you do when you're a bit of a prepper, I suppose. But for those of you who can't do that, you might be living in flats, apartments, haven't got a garden, how are you supposed to do that? How? You're going to be relying on other people. It's kind of how people live these days. It didn't used to be like that. We used to kind of muck in together. We used to barter and whatever. I can remember even myself growing up. We used to live in the suburbs of Norwich in the UK, in Norfolk. And, my mum would grow, she'd grow shit though, do runner beans and what have you. And someone else would grow something else, and then we'd have a bit of a swap. There was a relationship with that, and also it built community spirit, What's happened to community spirit these days? We all seem to kill each other. Look what's going on in the United States with this fucking MAGA and all that, and ICE, and look what's going on over there. Everyone, like I say, everyone seems to want to sort of kill each other. Take them off the streets and shove them in shackles. These are your neighbours. Your neighbours, for Christ's sake. Now, quite frankly, when I see this now, I think, well, maybe those people standing there and shouting at ICE and calling them fascists and stuff, well, I think you're swarming now. Just swarm ICE. That's what you have to do. There's so many of you, just swarm them. They go running, don't you? They're a bunch of cowards. They know full well, all right? If they're being swarmed and they decide to shoot someone, and someone pegs it, that would be a lynching. They'll get lynched. Do you also think they're going to do that? Not for the right mind, because I'll tell you something, I'd be the first one at the front of the line, bashing them over the head or something. If they killed my neighbour. What's wrong with people these days? Why don't people stand up? I think it got too soft. My dad was a bit of a Nazi, to be honest, but he supported Nigel Farage, but he always said that we're breeding a bunch of weaklings. I happen to agree with him with that. I think we are. I think we got too soft. I know John Lennon said that all you need is love. I think he's got a point. But there's always a price, isn't there? That love that you can spread always has a price. There has to be consequence. When someone attacks you, there has to be consequence. End of the day, you've got a legal system, you've got a judicial system. People go to jail for being arseholes, basically, Cause and effect and all that, But these days, we don't seem to want to do anything about it. These people have been effectively kidnapped on the streets and beaten up. Just had a bloody journalist. A fucking journalist. What was her name? Brooklyn or something? I did write it down, actually. What was her name? Probably not on there. Anyway, there was a journalist in Chicago. Is it WGN or WTN Network she was working for? And she didn't do anything. They bloody well wrestled her to the ground and brutally wrestled her to the ground and carted her off. Trump did say, you know, I got rid of freedom of speech, didn't he? What's wrong with people? I don't understand why no one's doing more. I know there's a protest, and I have to admit they are quite amazing, and I love seeing what's going on in Portland with the frog. I put a lot of little video clips up about that recently. I love all that. I think that's brilliant, you know. But we need more. Need that as well as. The only way you're going to do anything about these people, you've got to put the fear of God into them. That's what you've got to do. You've got to put the fear of God into them. At the moment, they're getting away with brutality. They need to know that that favour will be returned. And now, where is my dog gone? I bet she's gone to the field to eat poo. Where? Pandora, come on! Where did she go? Oh dear, I'm not worried too much about her. She just does her thing. She always comes back. Little sod. She's getting worse, she is. She's getting more of a meander, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to hang around here now, I'll go somewhere else, you know. Yeah. I think we're giving her too much relief, shouldn't we? So, anyway, this is, you know, the thing what's going on at the moment, and this luring people in, and Trump sort of lured them in, didn't he, yeah? Right? He said, I feel your pain, he said, didn't he? It was an absolute hypocrisy. How can he feel your pain? For fuck's sake, he's born into money. How does he feel your pain? But that's what he said, I feel your pain, and then he shits on you, just like he did on January 6th. You know, I'll be there, he said. Was he there? He was nowhere to be fucking seen, was he? Oh, no, he was in front of his TV, cheering it on. Pandora! Where's she going, little shit? Oh, my missus is back now, I can see her there in the house. They went to get eggs, free-range eggs, yeah, €4 for 30 eggs. And they're proper free-range eggs, they are. It's a bio-farm. So, yeah, I don't know. So the thing is, you see, you think what Hitler did back in the 1930s and that, he lured the people, you know, the German people, he lured them in. And then he basically shat on them, really, all with propaganda, made them think that everything is good, when it bloody well isn't. But that's what he's done, that's what he did. And now Trump's doing the same. He lured them in, didn't he? He told them all this shit, they believed him. And their lives are going to be better, you know, these tariffs, he said, there will be so much money for you. And there ain't any fucking money. It's basically made everything more expensive. Oh, no, she's gone towards it. I can hear Caroline, Pandora. I know, that's why she keeps wandering off. That's because Caroline isn't there. That's what it is. So, yeah, I can hear her now. Can you hear her? Little shit. She fucking went back to the house. Little bastard. She probably went across the field or something. But, as you can probably tell, there's not much in the way of cars here, so I'm not too worried. But yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Have I done all my notes? I did some bullet points down there earlier, things that are on the top of my head, but I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder why people vote for these people. I don't understand what's wrong with them. I don't understand how people can't see what's happening. I don't understand why people just get taken in by the media, because obviously the media plays a massive role in how you vote, and they nurture your opinions, and they know what they're doing. You see, news used to be about news, didn't it? It used to be about giving you the information. But these days it's all about propaganda and reaction, you know. End of the day, I suppose, negative news sells. It's always a negative, it's a shock and horror, isn't it, that, you know, that makes the headline, makes people curious and make them click. Sebastian, got a treat. Bear. There, boy. It's a bit luggy, aren't you, boy? Getting old. 14 and a bit now. Oh, dear me. Sad, really, isn't it? Sad state of affairs. And it does worry me. It does worry. I can't deny the fact it worries me. I worry about my children, you know. And I've got some lovely kids, you know, and lovely grandchildren. And smart as hell they are. And that gives me hope for the future. But unfortunately, when I see the people that live around them, and I don't mean to sound snobby, because it does sound a bit snobby, but they are thick as shit. Seriously. They've got bloody mashed potato for brains. Uneducated, taken in by GB News and all that lot. Do you know what I mean? They just like the clickbait. They think it's all about the boats, all about the little boats that come in, which, quite frankly, ain't the problem. You know what it is? It's about blame game, isn't it? It's about having somebody to blame. And once you've got somebody to blame, you can point the finger. You can twist anything around that notion. Once you've won the people over saying that's a problem, when it's not the problem. Because they go on about the housing situation, stuff like that. Airbnb is a bigger problem than the little boats regarding housing. But they look like they might be going bankrupt as well. Their situation's pretty shit at the moment. You know, at the end of the day, if people aren't letting houses, they don't get their money, do they? Airbnb don't get their cut. You know, so... Oh, hang on. Here comes the car. I better make sure I've got my Sebastian. Come on, boy. Sebastian, here, fella. Or van, I should say. You've got your collar on. Where's your collar? Can't grab you without a collar. You good boy. What's this? Oh! What's it be? Oh, yeah. Don't know him. I haven't seen him before. Might be casing the joint. So, I don't know. It's a bit of a stroll and a bit of a walk, I suppose. It's nice to get out. It's good to get stuff out of my head, to be honest. It sort of rolls around in circles, you know, side my head, bashing the sides. My singular brain son. You know, it's just, I just find it a bit frightening, to be honest. Frightening for the kids' future, and your kids' futures, you know. You know, and when I see the state of education, and I don't mean just education as academic education, I'm talking about how people, world affairs and shit like that. You know, my granddaughter, my daughter's children are black, yeah? Because her other half is Nigerian. Now, Tochi, I mentioned this actually in my live stream, one of my live streams, that actually happened at the time while I was doing my live stream. Anyway, it's just this constant stream of racism in primary schools now. And it comes from somewhere, doesn't it? It's come from the parents, you know? If the parents are happy for their children to start talking like that, probably because they're saying exactly the same things behind closed doors in front of their kids, you know? I called her a monkey the other day. And she said, that's because you've got brown skin, she goes. The crazy thing about it is, right, this little girl who said this to Tochi was actually one of Tochi's friends. And when I was explained to her how bad it was, but Tochi's my friend, she was in tears about it. So she didn't understand. The kids don't necessarily understand. But this develops, and they're impressionable, aren't they, children? And if the parents aren't given the right teachings to their children, well, then the kids are going to turn into little bastards as well, just like the bloody parents. Some people do not deserve to have children, because I consider it a form of child abuse. I really do. I mean, should we pass all this shit? Walk me along. The way things are going on, the way Trump is going on as well in the United States, it'll be good back to segregation. We'll be saying, I don't know, the signs outside, no blacks, no Irish, and no dogs or something, you know? No Muslims, no Sikhs, no this, no that. You know, that list would go on, wouldn't it? That's where we're heading. So much hatred. And do you know what really, really pisses me off? Is when I see other black individuals, or people with brown faces, who are cheering it along. Are they out of their feckin' mind? Don't they realise that these people they're cheering hate them? Donald Trump is using you. Nigel Farage is using you. These people are they're just the worst in society. They think everyone should be white. And male probably, because all on Grindr. They're fucking arseholes. Oh, absolutely fucking arseholes they are. And they just... Where do we go from here? How do we turn? How's this... We get this worm to turn and start fighting back against all this shit? How? Because we're not going to do it. Why these people are about? Why they exist? And they've got this platform, like Nigel Farage being a bloody politician, you know, Trump being in the White House, and Nigel Farage like to be in number 10. How the hell are we going to fight back at this? How are we going to get back on a mutually beneficial playing field? Because as it stands, we are not. Now for me, I kind of think to myself, what is the point? I do this channel, don't really get much in the way of views. The odd video I might do, but I feel a bit lost, really. I want to make a difference. But then if I don't get the views, what difference am I bloody making, you know? I get a few people enjoying my videos, and you know, people say so, you know, that's really nice. But unless I'm making an actual difference, what is the point? I know it sounds like I'm giving up on it, but it's just like, I just wonder, I do. I just wonder, you know, you need something out of it, don't you, you know? You need that, you know, if you're not earning anything, you need to think that that you are making a difference, that there's a point to it all. So I could quite easily shut down, you see, here. I could literally just, you know, my house is behind that greenery there, right? I could easily just say, sod it, and just say, sod everything else, sod the world, and we'll just hunker down and do our thing, you know? We're pretty much off-grid. That's what we'd probably end up having to do. Anyway, what do you reckon? Would you like to do that? Let us know in the comments down below. Who's my French neighbour? Bonjour! Oh, dear me. At least we do live in a beautiful place. That we do. We're very fortunate like that. I can't deny that. I shouldn't really moan. You know. It's not too bad, is it? No. Anyway. Love you all. Have a lovely weekend, won't you? Sorry about being a bit depressed. But I think it's hard not to be these days, eh? Toodaloo. Don't forget, beat the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel. Please share our videos and comment down below. Toodaloo.